សូមជម្រាបសួរ and hello សួស្តីនាងខ្ញុំឈ្មោះ Chan Lori Tan
បាទជំរាបសួរខ្ញុំបាទឈ្មោះ Rithy
ថ្ងៃនេះខ្ញុំរេឌីណាស់បានមានអ្នកទៅសេនឹងអ្នក cast មកពី Cambodian Rock Band
បាទពួកគាត់អញ្ជើញឆ្លិតពេលដល់ញញៀមវឹករបស់គាត់មកដើម្បីឲ្យពួកយើងនឹងចង់ស្គាល់គាត់ដែរបាទបាទ
ហើយអញ្ជម្រាបសួរ
ជំរាបសួរបាទ
and ជំរាបសួរ and please let the viewers know what's your name and what do you guys do from the Cambodian Rock Band.
Yeah, my name is Lauren Yi, and I'm the playwright for Cambodian Rock Band.
I'm Joe No, and I play a character named Chum.
I'm Brooke Ishibashi. I play a character named Neri and a character named Sotea.
Awesome. បាទបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នាប្រិយមិត្តទាំងអស់គ្នាខ្ញុំសូមទោសមកពីគាត់មិនសូវចេះខ្មែរប៉ុន្តែបង Rithy នឹងជួយបកប្រែចា Okay, now we're going to go ahead and see what we get to know in these amazing cast and writer. So what question do you have for her?
You know, first of all, I wanted to ask Lauren. I know Lauren. Actually, yesterday, the Khmer Alumni Association, you know, co-hosted the Khmer Student Day for the Cambodian rock band for over 100 students. And their plan, why was it important to you that we got this second generation Cambodian American student out to see the show?
So for me, Cambodian Rock Band is a lot of things. It's like live music, it's, you know, a history play, but I think at the heart of it, it is a story about an intergenerational conflict and what happens when the younger generation doesn't know what their parents went through and how, you know, it just can keep them from being, you know, the person that they want to be. And so for me, I think it was really important to be able to share that story with the younger generation. I think this is a play for everyone. I think you don't have to be Cambodian or Cambodian American to appreciate it, but I think it is particularly a great window for kind of younger Cambodian Americans to say, you know, I may not know everything my parent went through. Why is that?
Definitely. And I do have a question for you, Joe. I know that you're also Cambodian. Do you speak in Cambodian?
My Cambodian is very, very bad.
Do you know anything like?
I can say hello, and I can cook I can cook some Cambodian dishes.
Awesome. What can you cook?
I know how to make migala.
Oh, that's my favorite. I don't make migala. I think it's
I make some good migala.
ចេះធ្វើមីកាឡាបងប្អូនចេះធ្វើមីកាឡាឥឡូវហៅទៅផ្ទះទៅធ្វើមីកាឡា
So I'll bring some next time.
Oh yeah.
Really? How about tomorrow?
You know how long that takes to make?
Yeah, it takes a long time.
That's awesome. You can't speak it, you can make it. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really amazing actually.
How did you learn how to cook?
I learned through my mom. My mom still makes all the Cambodian dishes every day. She makes like every time she makes curry, gali, and she makes like nombachok. Like, it's probably like every month at
I had
least.
that yesterday. Awesome.
Yeah. So we're always eating Cambodian food still. Yeah.
Awesome. And I do have a question for you.
Yeah.
I know that as a Cambodian American, your parents are actually survivors of the Khmer Rouge. In what ways was the story that about the father and was that her name Neri? Neri and how did it touch you? Your parents haven't seen it yet, right?
They have seen the show. Yeah, they have seen the show.
What are your thoughts and their thoughts on it?
They, I think like any Cambodian families, I think they were a little afraid when we started talking about how we wanted to do this show. I think they're still a little haunted by like but the political situation, so they were a little scared, like maybe you shouldn't do this show, you should be a little careful. But for the most part, they really enjoyed it, and it was actually it really connected me to my family because I think when I was growing up, I knew like, oh yeah, we're Cambodian, whatever, but I never saw them in Cambodia at that time until I started bringing them music from the show. And you know, like we played a song like Chamota Pramoy. And they like my mom was like, oh, I was 16 when that song came out.
And it's for her.
Yeah, she's like, it's my favorite song. And so it made me think of her when I saw how happy she was when she heard that song about like, it made her young again. And I could see her being in the, you know, pre-Khmer Rouge Cambodia. And So it really brought me closer to my family, like sort of researching the part and like connecting my own history to the story of the play. Yeah.
They're not surprised you know to sing. You sing karaoke at home, do you?
Used to when I was a kid, yeah, a lot.
But they were not surprised when you're on stage singing and doing all that.
They were very surprised.
Really?
They
Wow.
knew some of the songs, but they weren't sure like what songs and how they would come about. So like when I come out and sing Champa Batambang, they were like, "Whoa, hey, you're singing that song!" Like,
Yes,
yeah,
that's,
so it's
that's
pretty
actually
great.
one of my favorite songs too.
Mine too. Yeah.
I know you sing several Cambodian rock band, including one of my favorite, would you say? It's by Lok Ta Sin Sisamot, the Chompa Patabong. Actually, I love that song. It's like, I remember bringing back to, I was a refugee camp. You know, I actually born in a refugee camp and lived there for 11 years. I was the last group of Cambodian refugees to actually get to come to America. So, you know, and this song, it just bring back my memory, you know, I'm like, because when I was a little kid, the only music that was exposed was Lok Ta Sin Sisamot song. Because Western world music was in, I don't know what's going on. I don't even know what's going on outside. So this song is just bring me back to my childhood, what happened, you know. So, I mean, what is your favorite song that you will sing in the play?
Oh, in the play? It's probably Champa Batambang. I only pick it in the same way because when I sing the song, I feel like it's a tribute to, because my parents are from Batambang, and so it felt like a tribute to be able to sing it for them. So when I get up on stage, it sort of feels like I get to sing it to them every night, and yeah, it makes me sort of very proud to be connected to Batambang.
Well, if you're planning to have kids in the future, you're planning to pass it on, sing it to them.
Yeah,
You
right?
could sing it to them. Would you sing it to them?
Yeah, I would,
right?
absolutely, yeah.
Awesome. At least he would sing it.
Yeah.
Do you have any further
Have
questions
you
for
ever
him?
been to the city of Batambang?
I have not. I have not.
I
You haven't been to
actually-
Cambodia.
My parents, it was hard, and the reason is, its own reason is that I've always wanted to go, but like time has been really hard. But my parents were really, even till like recently, they were still very hesitant to go back to Cambodia. I don't know exactly why, but maybe it's just historical
Yeah.
reasons. But they didn't even go back until like the early 2000s, so they were very hesitant to go back. And so because they didn't go back, I didn't go back, and it was a very tricky situation for us. But it's soon. I think I will be going very, very soon.
You will love it. My mom told me the same thing. She goes, "You're gonna die." I'm like, "Really? Like what happened?" But I did went, and you know, I thought all the stuff they were saying, but everything's just they changed. Everything got
Yeah.
better. There's new building, and I was like, "Wow." Otherwise, you know, just have a good time. It's beautiful out there. The people are just amazing, and you've been there.
Actually,
Yeah.
the first time I ever stepped, you know, into Cambodia was 2016.
Yeah.
Living here, never want to,
Yeah.
never step in Cambodia. I don't even know what Cambodia is, you know.
Yeah.
I was raised and live in refugee camp, which is border of Thailand. So I heard a lot of stuff by karaoke, you know, people singing, acting, and like, oh, is that how it looked like? I'm already wanted to go, and finally, I said, you know, with one of my friends, I said, I'm going to make it happen, you know. And we 2016, I stepped down on, and I look at it, I'm like, wow, I'm actually here in Cambodia, you know. And it just feels surreal, you know. I'm like, wow, is it really happening, you know? And a lot of people, my parents and people say, don't go, you know. You know what?
Yeah. Just go.
It was so much fun. It was so much fun. I met so many people, and people are so nice, you know.
Yes.
And it touched me. I feel like this is amazing, you know. This is my people. This is what, you know, and it's different. It changed. So, you know, just to be there, you know, I got goosebumps because excited to be just in the place where Cambodia, where it's like, I don't know, is this the way it is, you know?
Yeah.
But
I mean, I cried because I've seen a lot, you know, you see the good and the bad part. But I cry most of the time because, you know, I can't say no. You know, I see like the elders and the kids. I like to go there to do charity works, and then when you go there, you see that, it makes you come back and you're just so appreciative of everything, so grateful, because there they don't have what you have here. So I come back here and I was like, you snotty. And then I was like, luckily I wasn't raised like that, so I was blessed. So going back is just an eye-opener for me. I'm pretty sure it will be for you guys too, if you guys ever decide to go.
Oh, soon.
I do have a question for Miss Lovely Brooke. Yesterday when you were performing on stage, the uncle looked at me like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, when you were just stomping your feet, I was like, oh, there goes my feet. You know, you were amazing. You guys, I was just like, if no one, I was like, okay, I gotta sit calm, sit in my seat. I don't want to get up and start dancing because everybody's like, who's that?
Yeah.
They were like, escort her out. You know, but I didn't want that all to happen, so I was sitting in my seat, you know, do my own little thing. But I do have a question for you on that. You did an amazing job with the singing, which I just mentioned to you. I love it. I was like, oh my gosh, she can sing. And people, if we could put it to rest, Asian people can sing. And you guys showed it out, okay? So, as the Klo lead singer, how hard it was for you to learn the lyrics and to some of the Khmer parts of the songs.
Yes, it was very challenging. So we've been workshopping this I've been involved with it probably for the last year and a half or so. Wow. I think I've done 3 workshops, I think 2-3 workshops with you. So because this was a new play and because we were figuring it out, we were creating it as we were going along, the learning curve was pretty wide in terms of how to learn the music, what we were learning, etc. So the band Dengue Fever, who we use a lot of songs from, who collaborated with Lauren on creating the show, we were learning their music by working with the Dengue Fever gentleman who would come in, Sinan and Zach would come in, and they would teach the guys their guitar and bass parts. And so I would just sit in the other room and listen to recordings of Chom Nimol and figure out what she was doing and get a feel for what the music was and how she approached the music, and then learning the actual language. It was a little bit backwards, actually. It was learning what she was singing melody wise as a structure, and then learning phonetics for what she was doing, and then having Auntie Tina, Joe's mom, come in as a coach to help us with what we were saying, how we were pronouncing the Khmer. So it was kind of broken down into little steps, but it was very challenging because every step of the way I was really reaching for authenticity because I knew that the Cambodian community was going to be attending, and I wanted them to be able to understand what we were saying, because it's the performance is really for them. So it was very challenging. And then on another technical level, because I'm from Southern California and I talk back here down in my throat, the resonance is different. Yes. Like Chom Nimol sings here, so I had to figure out how to find what that equivalent would be for me, and then kind of doing my own interpretation of what she does. So it's kind of like in tribute to what she does. It's in tribute to people like Rosary Sotia. But it kind of had to be my interpretation of it, because I literally can't produce the same sounds they make the way they do, because they're just, they're otherworldly. So it was a process.
You did an amazing job, and I'm so glad that you right now, you said it perfect. Khmer, because when I watch National Geographic, they say, "Oh, here's the Khmer." Last time I checked, I was Khmer. But definitely, we would love to continue to talk more. But we'll go ahead and take a break.
Yep.
សូមបងប្អូនអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាតាមដានតាមយើងម្ដងទៀតចា៎
បាទ
សូមជម្រាបលា
ជំរាបបាទ
Hello សួស្ដីជំរាបសួរសូមអរគុណអ្នកទស្សនាទាំងអស់គ្នាបានយើងវិលមកវិញហើយយើងនឹងមកដល់កាន់អ្នកទាំង3ម្ដងទៀតមិញអ្នកទាំង3និយាយបងអាចជួយបកប្រែខ្លះទៅអ្នកទស្សនាខ្លះមកមិញយើងនិយាយអង់គ្លេសច្រើនពេកតែមិនដឹងថាពួកខ្ញុំគិតថាសួរគាត់ថាធ្វើមិនបានគាត់ចាប់អារម្មណ៍ដែលចង់ទៅសេបើខ្មែរយើងគេថាលខោនលខោនយើងព្រួយចឹងឲ្យបានតើមិនបានមានការចាប់អារម្មណ៍ហើយដើម្បីគាត់ធ្វើហ្នឹងដើម្បីឲ្យក្រុមមិនតែពួកខ្មែរយើងណាជាជនជាតិផ្សេងទៀតដែលចង់ទស្សនាដែលលខោនរបស់គាត់នេះគាត់ចាប់អារម្មណ៍ព្រោះអីគាត់ថាដូច3ឆ្នាំមុនខ្ញុំនឹងគាត់បានជួបគ្នាយ៉ាបង Lauren គាត់គឺជាអ្នកសរសេរគាត់ថាគាត់ចាប់អារម្មណ៍មកពីគាត់ចង់នឹងថាតើវប្បធម៌របស់ខ្មែរយើងដូចគាត់ឆ្ងល់ហើយសំខាន់ជាងគេពីគឺសម័យប៉ុលពតហ្នឹងហើយគាត់ចង់ថាអានេះអ្វីដែលគាត់ចង់ឲ្យជនជាតិផ្សេងៗដឹងពីពួកយើងតើយើងឆ្លងកាត់អ្វីទៅចំនួនខ្មែរប៉ុលពតហ្នឹងបាទបាទហើយ
ខ្ញុំក៏ចឹងដែរខ្ញុំ
បងโจ
បងโจ
ហើយ
គឺជាកូន
Brooke
កូនសិស្សកូនមិនកូនសិស្សគេថាកូនខ្មែរមួយម្នាក់
កូនខ្មែរ
បាទ
ដែរ
គាត់ទោះជាគាត់โจកើតនៅ you born here right
Yes, I was
គាត់កើតនៅអាមេរិកនៅសហរដ្ឋអាមេរិកប៉ុន្តែម្ដាយគាត់នៅធ្វើម្ហូបឲ្យគាត់ញ៉ាំដូចស្លការីហើយគាត់រៀនមកពីម្ដាយគាត់ធ្វើអាចថាមីកាឡាហ្នឹង
មីកាឡាហើយនំបញ្ចុកទៀត
នំបញ្ចុក
ស្លការីបណ្ណាមកទេ
ហ្នឹងហើយហើយគាត់ពេលគាត់ច្រៀងបទដែលគាត់ច្រៀងល្អនឹងចូលចិត្ត
គាត់ចូលចិត្តចម្ប៉ា
គឺ
បាត់
បទចម្ប៉ាបាត់ដំបងហ្នឹងបាទ
Yeah.
ហើយភាគច្រើនបទហ្នឹងគឺ channel ក៏ចូលចិត្តដែរ
Yeah wow I'm like not a lot of people really
ហើយខ្ញុំក៏ប្រាប់ពួកគាត់ថាខ្ញុំគឺអ្នកខ្ញុំជាកូនខ្មែរម្នាក់ដែលកើតនៅជរុំរស់នៅជរុំ11ឆ្នាំហើយបានត្រឡប់មកអាមេរិកពីឆ្នាំ92ឆ្នាំ92គឺជាឆ្នាំចុងក្រោយដែលគេបញ្ជូនពួកខ្មែរយើងមកប្រទេសអាមេរិកបាទហើយខ្ញុំជាក្រុមជាចុងក្រោយហើយខ្ញុំក៏ចង់ប្រាប់ដែរហើយក៏ដូចក៏សួរអ្នកនាងកញ្ញា Brooke ដែរបាទ
ចា
ព្រៃគាត់ច្រៀងបទខ្មែរព្រោះមែន
ចាហើយគាត់ក៏ពិតមិនមែនសោះយើងទេ
គាត់មិនមែនជនជាតិខ្មែរទេប៉ុន្តែគាត់ច្រៀងដូចខ្មែរអញ្ចឹង
I know ហើយគាត់ you're Japanese
គិតច្រៀងប្រើព្រឺសបល់បណ្ដោយ
I know
បាទ
សំបីតែខ្ញុំមិនចេះច្រៀងដូចចង់ផង
ពួតខ្លួនពេកហ្នឹងណា
ពួតអីគេប្រាប់មែនគេមិនចេះច្រៀងផង
បាទប៉ុន្តែខ្ញុំសំណួរគាត់ខ្ញុំចង់សួរកាលហ្នឹងគាត់ថាពិបាកយ៉ាងណាដែលរៀនច្រៀងភាសាខ្មែរហ្នឹង
ហើយគាត់ថាគាត់រៀនពីបងឆំនិមល
បាទបងឆំនិមលមកពីdonkey fever is that how you say it? Dengue. Oh my god, I never
I'm
can
like,
say that word
dengue.
right. You know that? I told my friend like.
Sorry បងឆំនិមល
សំទោសបង
Dengue fever
អ្នកនេះកញ្ញា Brooke ច្រៀងព្រោះឲ្យសំឡេងរបស់គាត់
Yes
ដូចបើខ្ញុំថាដូចស្មានតែរស់សេរីសុធាតា
មែនណាហើយរាំស្អាតទៀត
ហ្នឹងហើយតែរាំ
ខ្ញុំរាំ
ខ្ញុំធ្វើខ្ញុំញាក់ពេលបើខ្ញុំស្ដាប់ទៅញាក់ដូចឆ្នាំអូ16សូមស្រឡាញ់បើបងប្អូនចង់ស្ដាប់ចម្រៀងហ្នឹងទៅមើល account Cambodian Rock Band មិនឃើញ
Rock Band
បាទហើយបន្ទាប់ពីនេះទៀតគណៈ channel នេះចង់មានសំណួរអីដែលចង់សួរអ្នកនាងកញ្ញា Lauren អីទេបាទ
Yeah ខ្ញុំចង់សួរសំណួរប៉ុន្តែខ្ញុំសួរនៅអង់គ្លេសសិនតិចទៀតចាំបកប្រែចា So you guys can anyone answer it if you guys like but what is about what Khmer Rouge survived that you want the second generation of the Cambodian Americans to know?
I think for me it was a priority to make you fall in love with these characters who are living in the 1970s and that you really are rooting for them and you see what their dreams and hopes and loves were before the Khmer Rouge took over and that you don't just view them as victims, that you don't feel sorry for them or like pity them, but you're like, I root for these people. I think these people are amazing musicians. I love hearing about their lives and that so when the play turns, you miss them and you miss that music. And I think I'm trying to give kind of that second generation a taste of what their parents went through and just how amazing and vibrant and awesome they were.
Wow, I totally agree. That's
Yes.
and you're not even Cambodian, but you
I'm
feel
not.
that.
Yeah.
And then I mean, I'm thank you so much, and I'm proud and blessed that you know a lot of people they don't even know what Cambodia
Yeah.
is. I went to school. People like, oh, what are you? They they name every race until they get to Cambodia. They're like, what's that? I'm
What's
like,
that? Yeah.
I took geography. You
Yeah.
should know. Cambodia is by Thailand. You know, so no one knows or hears about what Cambodian is. And then if they do, they're like, oh, then you're the people who got killed.
Yeah. And that's it.
Yeah.
And that's like such a
It's like
disservice.
there's so much more to my people and to our
Yeah.
country, just like every other race out there. But I don't know. That's what they're
You don't
known
know how
for.
much it meant a lot to us.
Yes.
It's like emotional, you know. And to see you come up with this play, it's like, we're like, man, this is amazing because most of our Cambodian kids, they don't even have experience with the live theater.
Yeah.
I have a kid that I was talking to. This is my first time. I've never been to a
Yeah.
live theater before.
Yes.
She was so
So
excited.
great.
She was like 16.
College and high school yesterday, they were just
And they
blown
came
away.
out, they're like, oh my God, they give me a hug. Thank you so much for
Yes.
this opportunity.
I was like, don't hug us, hug that one.
Yeah. And they're like, where's Lauren D? I want to meet her.
Yeah,
and they
that's
was
the
waiting
best.
to meet you. And they want to meet all you guys. Like, oh my God, it's like you just open up the eye to something different, And you're encouraging the younger generation, like, hey, go enjoy yourself at live theater. It's amazing. You could see people actually acting out, you know.
Yes.
So it's really like touchy, you know.
Yeah.
Is it the same little girl who came to me? She's like, oh my God, those guys are so cute.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like, well, which one do you talk about? The singing one? They're like, all three. I was like, you probably got to the one with the guy with no shirt off, right? That's the guy that you probably want to ask me. Go ahead.
That's right.
But the other guy, I don't know if he's taken, so maybe.
I think it's important for young people who look like us to see themselves on stage,
Yes.
because telling a story that's about our history, a legacy that doesn't get shared, that we don't get taught, we didn't learn it in school. To see some people who look like you, to learn part of your history that you had never learned about before, I think it's really important. And Jane, our castmate Jane Louie, she was also saying she would have loved to have seen something like this when we were kids, because
exactly.
she was discouraged from pursuing a life in the arts. And imagine how many Cambodian children, students, wouldn't necessarily think that this was an opportunity that they could pursue. So I think it's enriching to have students like that to come see the show, because it opens up a possibility for them. You know.
And add on to that, and I would like to thank Lauren Yee and the whole cast crew for make it possible to Khmer Student Day. Lauren, actually make it happen by able to get some of the student a ticket to go see this show, because because of financial hardship or because of the transportation. We got Mr. Sarah, who part of Samiki Baranko, who taking his time to provide a bus for a kid from Wilson High School to see the show. This is amazing, and give them a chance. And now they're telling their friend, you guys got to go see it. And I like to explain to them, this is just a show. It's not about affecting political reason or anything like that. This is just a show. You know how Cambodian parents, what they can do, they freak out. They freak out about it, Yeah.
Definitely. And we love to go ahead and catch up more with you guys. I love that you guys are, love and enjoy, and we love the show. We cannot wait to talk more about this. And សូមឲ្យអ្នកទស្សនាទាំងអស់គ្នាដឹងថាយើងឥឡូវទៅសារៈសិនហើយយើងនឹងបានតាមដាននឹងទស្សនាយើងបន្តទៀតតាសូមជម្រាបលាចា៎ Hello, it's Suorsdey and ជម្រាបសួរនឹងខ្ញុំឈ្មោះ Chandori ហើយនឹង
ជំរាបសួរបាទខ្ញុំឈ្មោះ Rithy
ពួកយើងមកវិញហើយយើងនឹងតាមដានហើយទស្សនាសូមអរគុណបានតាមដានហើយទស្សនាពួកខ្ញុំទាំងអស់គ្នាឥឡូវយើងមកវិញមកការលើកទាំង3ម្ដងទៀតបាទហើយលើកតាRithyជួយប្រាប់គេថាយើងមិននិយាយអីជាមួយគាត់ទាំង3
បាទមុននេះខ្ញុំបានសួរទៅអ្នកនាងកញ្ញា Lauren និងលោកនិងអ្នកនាងកញ្ញា Brooke ទាំងអស់គ្នាដែលបាទចង់ដឹងថាអានឹងល្ខោននេះមានសារៈសំខាន់យ៉ាងណាដល់សង្គមរបស់ខ្មែរយើងនេះព្រោះខ្ញុំនិយាយថាភាគច្រើនក្មេងៗសម័យនេះសម័យនេះអត់មានពេលវាសនាបានទៅកន្លែងដូចមើលល្ខោនទេណាពេលចាំគេសុខចិត្តទៅមើលកុនរោងកុនអីទៅហើយអត់ដែលមានពេលថាហើយខ្ញុំមានក្មេងម្នាក់មួយកូនសិស្សមួយមកពីវាលសិនណាហើយពេលនេះចប់មកប្រាប់ថាខ្ញុំមិនដែលបានទៅមើលល្ខោនអញ្ចឹងទេមែនហើយពេលចេញមកវិញអូគ្នាល្អថាខ្ញុំចង់ឥឡូវហ្នឹងខ្ញុំចង់ទៅមើលទៀតហើយខ្ញុំចង់ទៅដែរខ្ញុំចង់ទៅដែរបាទហើយអ្នកនាងកញ្ញាហើយបានខ្ញុំសួរអ្នកនាងកញ្ញា Brooke ដែរហើយប្រាប់ថាហើយពេលគាត់ឆ្លើយតបថាគាត់មានអារម្មណ៍ថាកូនខ្មែរយើងគួរតែមើលល្ខោននេះអញ្ចឹងទៅបានខ្ញុំថាអ្នកនាងកញ្ញា Lauren នេះជាមួយពួកខ្មែរ Alumni Association ណាបានរួបរวมគ្នាដើម្បីរកប្រាក់ថវិកាជួយទិញសម្បត្តិដើម្បីឲ្យកូនក្មេងនឹងទៅអាចមានវាសនាទៅមើលល្ខោននេះដែរបាទចាអរគុណគាត់ច្រើនទាំងអស់មិនទៅជើងទៀតមានអំពីសារាបងបងសារាពួកសុខសមកម្មបងភីរ៉ាហ្នឹងហើយក្មេងៗហ្នឹងហើយទាំងអស់គ្នាហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងហើយម្សិលមិញថ្ងៃទីយើងមានកូនសិស្សជាច្រើនអ្នកជា100អ្នកដែរណាចាច្រើនមកពី Wilson មកពី UCI មកពី UCLA អញ្ចឹងណាហើយមានអ្នកប្រុសចិត្តល្អមួយឈ្មោះសារាដឹកកូនក្មេងនឹងទៅទៀតហ្នឹងមើលស្អាតពួកក្មេងជីបឺថាចំម៉ែអាឡាននេះដូចជីផ្ទះអញ្ចឹងហ៎ខ្ញុំចង់ជីបឺដែរហ្នឹងហើយខ្ញុំថាបើខ្ញុំមានវាសនាទៅដែរបាត់តែអត់បានទៅជីជាមួយ channel នេះឡានអូតែបើកទៅឡង slow ឡងចង់ល្មមទៅដល់ staff បេះដូងបាត់ហ៎ប៉ុន្តែខ្ញុំក៏នឹងសូមខ្ញុំចង់ប្រាប់អរគុណអ្នកនាងកញ្ញា Lauren ណាដែលជួយមានថវិកានឹងទិញសម្បត្តិឲ្យកូនក្មេងអាចមានវាសនាទៅមើលល្ខោននឹងបានហើយខ្ញុំសូមអរគុណអ្នកនាងកញ្ញា អ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាដែរដែលបានធ្វើអញ្ចឹងឲ្យកូនក្មេងមានវាសនាបានទៅមើលនឹងមិនសាមនេះដែរ
សាគេមិនសូវដឹងសា
ហ្នឹងហើយ
តែគេនៅតែគ្រប់ត្រូល
ហ្នឹងហើយ
ខ្មែរ
និ
យើ
យាយត្រូវបាន
យើងត្រូវ
និយាយត្រូវ
ការសាមគ្គីគ្នាឲ្យជួយគ្រប់ត្រូលគ្នាឯង
បាទ
បើឃើញគេធ្វើចំពោះយើងក៏អាចធ្វើចំដូច
បាទ
គ្នាដែរណា
គេថាចកឹះមួយបាច់កាច់មិនបាក់បើយើងសាមគ្គីគ្នាទៅជាមួមមកទោះជាយើងកាច់យ៉ាងណាក៏មិនណាច់បាក់ដែរ
អូរំដូចដៃ
ហ្នឹងហើយចង់ខ្ញុំចង់បន្តទៀតខ្ញុំចង់សួរអ្នកនាងកញ្ញា I'm going to ask you a question okay
Yes.
Lauren this question you know I know Cambodia is a small country
Yes.
and located in Southeast Asia you know that many people don't hear much about Cambodia so what are something that you want people to know about Cambodian
I think like first and foremost that just like the music history is incredible. Like you listen to like all the Rasari Sotias or the Sin Sisamuth and just like it's not like the music is just a bunch of covers of American songs.
exactly
Because I think that's what people think of when I was like, oh no, the music, you know, felt very modern and vibrant, but that Cambodian music in the 20th century is this amalgam of all these amazing influences like traditional Cambodian music, French New Wave, some of the American Vietnam War radio songs. So that it's like it's incredibly unique and feels alive. And so I think if nothing else, somebody who may not know anything about Cambodia, I think can find a way into this piece based on the music and kind of fall in love with the culture because music is so universal.
exactly
And I think another thing that, you know, I would love people to know about Cambodia and the Cambodian American community in Long Beach is that, you know, you guys have just been so welcoming because I'm Chinese American. I didn't know very much at all about the history before I started on this project. And I think at every turn, you know, the Cambodian American community has like come out very big and it's wonderful.
thank
Well,
you
you're always welcome.
Yeah.
You're a
Yeah.
Cambodian sister now.
Yeah.
Well, you are too, Brooke. Well, you are really Cambodian. You don't count. I'm just so glad you guys are here. And
yeah thank you so
Aloha.
much for your time I know you guys
Yes.
they actually have a show at 2 o'clock
2
actually
today.
so we gotta you know get everything ready before you know they have to
We've
get
been so
set up
lucky to
and
even have you
everything.
guys
Yeah.
here. We're like, oh my god. Do you have any further questions?
Yeah,
or
I
would you
guess
like?
for the cast, you know, for the
Yeah.
cast. So what is the surprise you the most about the character you play, actually?
It surprises me the most about my character is that I pretty much just channel all the Cambodian family members, all of my Cambodian family members, in order to make the character. People who have seen the show, like family members, are like, "Wow, it's like your dad is on stage," and I was like, I can't help it because if I find the sound of how he sounds, it's the same thing as coming through me. So I can't help but borrow some of him and go on stage. But it's not only that, it's like my mom and my aunts and everybody who's in my family. I take a little bit of everybody else because they all experience that as well, and how they sort of commune with the world and are in the world, and what it would feel like to like go back to Cambodia after so long. Is just a different experience, and that's like the part A of it. The part B of it is that it makes me feel like I give voice to Khmer people who have a chance to go back to the past, and I get to play this character who goes back into the past, and I get to be young for them, and I get to be old for them as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Well, we would like to hear from Brooke as well.
Yes.
What surprised me the most about working on the character, I would say, I'm playing second generation Cambodian American, and so it was a discovery for me. I could relate to it as a Japanese American because we do talk a lot about transgenerational trauma. We talk about what gets passed down from generation to generational, that the pain that gets passed down, the trauma, the stress, the fear that you're not even cognizant of. So mining through this world, the complexities of psychology and emotional trauma that goes along with it was very interesting for me, because I'm a character who knows very little to nothing about her father's past. He hasn't returned since the Khmer Rouge. and I have no knowledge of what transpired for him, pretty much. So I think working on a character like that was very enlightening for me, because I could start to try to understand what it's like to have a foggy sense of identity, because there's only so much you know about yourself if you don't know your family's past. Right. And as a Japanese American, my family was all interned during World War II in the camps in the States. It's heavy, you know. No, absolutely, because there's something that you carry with you that you can't define, you can't pinpoint it, you can't articulate what it is, but it lives in you. So that was the most interesting for me, I think, because it struck me on a very personal level, and it helped me understand the intricacies of the character that I was working on.
So how did you find the cast? So how long did you take to find them? And did you guys audition? How was it? I really want to know, because as I knew, I would have went to
Yeah.
I could be at the background, holding a board, running across the stage.
We'll give you a tambourine.
She had the energy.
Yeah.
Dance with you guys, you know.
Yeah. So one of the things that I was very lucky was that I intersected with Joe on this piece fairly early. That I was workshopping the piece, and I just had the smallest idea of what it could be, and I knew Joe before this, and so I was like, oh, Joe's a great Asian American actor. He should come in and help me read this. And I think when we kind of first sat down to talk about the play, he was like, this is my story. And I was like, oh, I didn't know his family kind of was born in Canada. I was like, oh yes, very, very universal story that like all of us are a part of. And he was like, no, my family's from Cambodia. This is my family's story. Yeah, I don't know what that was like for you.
Yeah, it was incredible. Like Lauren said, we were working on something else, and then she had brought, you want to read this play, and we were reading it. Yeah, it's my family story, and same thing happened, and I was like, no, also. Like my great uncle and aunt, they're right around the corner, live in Hawaiian Gardens. My great uncle used to be a live band karaoke player, and so so we can actually tell you quite a bit about our experiences. I mean, it won't be as heavy as going to S21, etc. But I mean, my parents worked in Battambang, and they were in the fields, all 4 years, and yeah, it's a long journey for us too.
Yeah, and so one of the other great surprises is that initially it was a play about a band rather than a play that included live music. And kind of in each step of the way, I realized, I was like, oh wait, Joe plays electric guitar. Other actors were bringing in, who are very talented acting-wise, also play instruments. So if that's the case, why wouldn't you take advantage of the musical talents of all these actors? So we didn't need to have auditions.
So you heard Brooke was like, that's it, she's in.
Yeah, she's good.
I heard her was like, you're in too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Definitely, and we thank you guys, and we're gonna come back. We're gonna hear more from Brooke as well. So we're definitely gonna go ahead and take a break. ហើយសូមបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នាណាប្រិយមិត្តទាំងអស់គ្នាពួកយើងនឹងសម្រាប់ពួកយើងចាំតាមដល់យើងទាំងអស់គ្នាម្ដងទៀតសាសូមជម្រាបលា Hello, it's Suorsdey and ជម្រាបសួរនេះខ្ញុំ Chandlery
ខ្ញុំបាទ Rithy
ហើយពួកយើងបានកាន់មកវិញហើយសូមអរគុណបានតាមទស្សនាជាមួយពួកយើងទាំងអស់គ្នាហើយតា Rithy សូម give a little brief of what we just talked about
មុននឹងមកជាបានសួរសំណួរទៅដល់អ្នកនាងកញ្ញា Lauren ហើយនឹងលោក Joe ហើយនឹងអ្នកនាងកញ្ញា Brooke ដែរយើងសួរសំណួរនេះដែរតែសូមជួយខាងអូផ្លែកចេះតាក៏ពិតយើងសួរសំណួរគាត់ថាបើគាត់ដាក់រើសអ្នកចម្រៀងអ្នកលេខនៅក្នុងល្ខោនហ្នឹងគាត់ជ្រើសរើសមិនអីចឹងបាទហើយគាត់ថាតាមពិតគាត់នឹងចង់ទៅសេរឿងល្ខោននេះរួចហើយប៉ុន្តែគាត់អត់ដឹងថាលោកโจគាត់ក្រុមគ្រួសារគាត់ក៏ឆ្លងកាត់ចំនួនខ្មែរក្រហមដែរគាត់និយាយទៅគាត់មានល្ខោនហ្នឹងគាត់ទៅសេរួចហើយគាត់ទៅតាក់ទងជាមួយលោកโจហ្នឹងទៅគាត់ថាអូខ្ញុំមានល្ខោននេះមួយខ្ញុំទៅសេyou know មិនដែរគិតមិនដែរហើយโจប្រាប់គាត់ថាអូនេះគឺជារឿងរបស់ខ្ញុំនេះគឺរឿងជីវិតរបស់ខ្ញុំដឹងហ៎ហើយគាត់ថាហើយអ្នកនាងកញ្ញាលួនថាអូខេធម្មតាមិនអីប៉ុន្តែគាត់ថា no អានេះរឿងរបស់ខ្ញុំពុកម្ដាយខ្ញុំគាត់ឆ្លងកាត់ជីវិតសម័យប៉ុលពត I know គាត់ថាអូដូចជាធ្វើឲ្យមានចាប់អារម្មណ៍ហើយតាំងពីនឹងមកគាត់ប្រើអីចូលគាត់ជាអ្នកលេង play ដែរ
ចាគាត់ជួយលេងដែរ
គាត់កាលពីហ្នឹងអ្នកលេង play
karaoke
ហើយគាត់ជាអ្នក លេង play ដែរតែគាត់លេងហ្គីតាហើយលេងអីផ្សេងទៀត Joe what other instrument you play
Just the guitar.
អូប្រកែលេងហើយអ្នកនាងកញ្ញា Brooke ក៏គាត់លេងច្រៀងហើយប្រកែរួមទៀតណា
គេមករកដោយតាឯងអូច្រឡំទៀត
ហើយគាត់ពេលគាត់ជ្រើសរើសអ្នកតួកលេងល្ខោននេះគាត់មិនបាច់ចាំដើររោប្រគាត់ដឹងថាអ្នកណាហ្នឹងហើយបាទហ្នឹងហើយបាទ
កំដៅដើររោបបាអី
មិនបាច់ដើររោអីគាត់ស្គាល់គេទាំងអស់បាទហើយ
តួ you guys are the leads that's awesome and all the cast are amazing well thank you Ta
oh you welcome
and definitely please tell us more and let our viewers know how long will the show be going and where they can purchase a ticket to follow you guys and so forth you guys
please
give it away
so Cambodian Rock Band plays one more week only until Sunday, March 25th, 2 p.m. That's our last show. All shows are either 7:45 or 2 p.m. And to buy tickets, Brooke.
So you can buy tickets by calling the. You can buy tickets by calling the box office directly. We were so popular when the Times review came out that we crashed the website.
Oh yes,
no! Yes.
So if the website's still down, call what is it? 714-708-5555. So
look at her.
just Google South Coast Repertory box office. We can give you discount codes on the slide.
This is a special Cambodian price.
Cambodian deal.
Just for KhmerTV viewers.
So call the box office. Tell them that you have the friends and family discount, which is I think F and FCRB. Letter F, symbol and.
Or you can use the discount code Brooke.
Yeah, or use Brooke. Use Brooke. Brooke, all caps. And we have $30 tickets for this week, $35 tickets for the final week next week. I guess today's the last day.
And if you're a student.
And if you're a student, you can get discounted tickets. They have $10 tickets through the box office. So let us know and follow us on social media. Jane and I run the Instagram account. It's under Cambodian Rock Band on Instagram. So just direct message us if you have trouble finding tickets, if you need us to help you, if you have students who can't afford to go. We just want to make it possible for every student to be able to go. So get in touch with us.
And Facebook too. Do you guys have a
Facebook? We're on Facebook individually. on Facebook.
So just under Cambodian Rock Band.
We don't have an official Facebook page, but we have an official Instagram page.
Whoa.
But they can find us.
Discount គេចោះតម្លៃបើចង់ទៅមើល អូខេបើគាត់ប្រាប់តម្លៃបងប្អូនគ្នាបើគាត់ចង់យក Instagram ប៉ុន្តែ Facebook យើងបងប្អូនគ្នាចិត្តទៅថៃគ្នាទៅបាត់មាន
តាក់ទងខ្ញុំក៏បានហើយខ្ញុំតាក់ទង channel នេះក៏បានហើយខ្ញុំអាចជួយសម្រួលអូកុំច្រឡំឯងពួកយើងមិនមានលុយលក់ ticket ទេណាកុំមកតាក់ទងហើយអូនមាន ticket ទេបងសុំ 2-3 យកយេពួកខ្ញុំមិនមែនអ្នកដើរសុំតោខ្ញុំបើបងប្អូនចង់ដឹងខ្ញុំអាចឲ្យ
direct ទៅ
ដូចអ្នកនាងកញ្ញា Brooke គាត់មានគាត់កាន់កាប់ខាង Instagram ហ៎
Yes
Instagram Cambodian Rock Band បើមានបញ្ហាដូចខ្លះក្មេងខ្លះអូគាត់ប្រាប់ថា concert សម្បត្តិតែ5តែ$10បើមានបញ្ហាអីអន្តតាក់ទងអ្នកនាងកញ្ញា Brooke ក៏បានហើយចុះលោកប្រុស Joe តាក់ទងបានទេ Can we contact you too?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah.
He's like don't contact me.
បាទប៉ុន្តែខ្ញុំចង់ប្រាប់បងប្អូនប្រិយមិត្តទាំងអស់គ្នាថាថ្ងៃច័ន្ទថ្ងៃពុធថ្ងៃពហុច័ន្ទគេពុធថ្ងៃពុធច្រឡំសុំទោសថ្ងៃពុធនេះគេហៅខ្មែរ Family Night បងប្អូនតាក់ទងចង់ទិញសម្បត្តិសុំតាក់ទងដើម្បីគេមានលេខ code គេ special តែ$30 $30 ត្រូវ
like $30 right
special បងប្អូនកុំភ្លេចឲ្យទៅសោះព្រោះហ្នឹងសំខាន់ណាស់
អញ្ជើញលោកយាយលោកតា
លោកមីងលោកពូលោកក្មួយចៅជួនចតាអីអូយកទៅក្រុមគ្រួសារមកពីស្រុកណាcity ណាក៏បានដែរ
យកពីស្រុកខ្មែរក៏មកដែរ
ណែហ្នឹងហើយប៉ុន្តែល្ខោន Cambodian Rock Band នេះនឹងថ្ងៃចុងក្រោយគឺខែ3ថ្ងៃទី25ម៉ោង 2 ល្ងាចចូលមានតាមអាទិត្យទៀតទេបងប្អូនកុំអុយគួរឆ្លៀតពេលវេលាដល់មួយញញឹករបស់បងប្អូនដើម្បីទៅមើលល្ខោន
ហើយគេមានម៉ោង 2 ហើយម៉ោង 7 ល្ងាច
អូបាទទឹកនេះចាប់ផ្ដើមពីម៉ោង
2 and 7:45
ហ្នឹងហើយហ្នឹងម៉ោងមួយទៀតម៉ោង 7:45 បាទហើយនឹងក្រុមគ្រួសារខ្មែរយើងថ្ងៃ
Put.
ចង់និយាយពុតហ្នឹងឯង ថ្ងៃពុតនេះបាទសំទោបងប្អូនមានសំណួរចង់អីតាក់ទងខ្ញុំក៏បានដែរខ្ញុំអាចសម្រួលបងប្អូនទៅតាក់ទងជាមួយអ្នកនាងកញ្ញាប្រុសឬអ្នកនាងកញ្ញា Lorian ឬលោកប្រុសជូក៏បានដែរបាទ
ចុះបងប្អូនមិនអាចបានមើលនៅទីក្រុងយើងម្ដងនេះប៉ុន្តែគាត់បានទៅចង់ទៅ Chicago ឯង
Oh wait want to know
The next
what is
tour.
this next show if they cannot miss it they
Yeah.
might travel all
Chicago.
to Chicago for the show
Yeah, so
right?
in April of next year, there will be a different production, probably with different people, different costumes. I know.
Oh, this is a whole different new cast.
Yeah, in Chicago.
Oh
yeah.
okay Brooke might be there.
Brooke might be
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
How about Joe
I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows?
Put me in your luggage.
I might be traveling to
could go.
Chicago
Yeah.
Main Chicago.
you know what's crazy when I arrived to America the first state I was living it was Chicago Illinois I stepped in America in the
I hope
land
it wasn't too cold for
of the
you.
freedom I stepped out and I'm like what is this
Lucky is too cold and
you know
die.
I lived there for 2 months it was freezing cold or I said can I heard this place called California and the weather is like Cambodia I'm like can you move there please and my parents like oh yeah this place is too cold I'm sorry so that's why we come down here and I just also another thing is Cambodian communities here too I feel more connected you know but
So we're so happy and glad to have you guys here today.
Yes.
Definitely, do you guys have any last word or any message to your viewers and audience?
Yes.
Please, we can start with one or you guys can, oh no, don't shout at the same time.
let's start with Lauren
Yes.
Yes. I think Cambodian Rock Band has been such a highlight of my career. Like making this work in, Orange County near Long Beach has just been such a gift, and I'm so happy with how it's all come together and be able to share this, with the Khmer community. Joe?
I'm just happy to play a Khmer character. Being a Khmer person.
That's amazing.
So come see Cambodian Rock Band.
We're the cast and creatives are honored to be able to tell your story, and every night all we want to do is to tell your story in the most respectful way and to do you justice. So the most enriching thing for me has been connecting with the Cambodian community and talking to survivors and talking to second generation Cambodians and connecting with them and knowing that the work that we're doing is making a difference for the community because we're giving them a voice. And if we can accomplish that, I feel like we've done our job. So we'd be honored to have everyone.
Thank you
Thank you ឥ
Wow,
ឡូវ
that's amazing.
យើងលេងលោកគ្រូបណ្ដោយហ៎
បាទ
ចង់បង្ហាត់គាត់ទាំង3នាក់
ខ្ញុំប្រាប់ការជំរាបសួរនិងជំរាបលាបាទ
Okay, do you guys know what ជំរាបសួរ means? This greetings and oh, she got it. She beat you. Definitely our greetings we put our hands together and you say ជំរាបសួរ That's how are you or nice to meet you. And how are you? I don't know. You can say a lot.
Like that. It's basically just to respect and say everything. Like, how are you? I'm respecting and see you. That I'm excited to meet you. You know.
Yes.
It's just so. It bring back to our culture back then. It's so.
It's just that respectful way of greeting.
Just flow the energy. You know, when you put your hand together, you feel that energy, and you give that energy back to the other person, and then it's sharing the energy upon each other.
And that's respect too, because we do that to the kings and the monks. Someone who's like it's just out of respect and that we love you.
And we also use that to say Chumriap
Chumriap
Lia
Lia
too.
too.
So let's Chumriap Lia to all the audience who watching.
Okay.
And បងប្អូនពេលទាំងអស់កំពុងតែមើលតាមកញ្ចក់ TV ឥឡូវហ្នឹងខ្ញុំក៏អរគុណដែរខ្ញុំពួកយើងក៏សូម
អរគុណសូមជម្រាបលា